Hey, you. Yeah, you, sitting right there in front of your laptop. I'll bet you're wondering why another meeting. What's this one about? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I want to take just a few minutes of your time to tell you a story. A story starring you and a little girl named Jenny. Who's Jenny, you ask? Well, it may be true that the two of you have never met. After all, Jenny lives many miles away, on the other side of the U.S., and you are, well, here. Yet you and Jenny have more in common than you know. But let's not jump ahead of ourselves. Let's start, as all stories should, at the beginning. Jenny is a wide-eyed 10-year-old. She could be like any other 10-year-old you know. She lives with her parents, argues with her little brother, and wants to work with animals when she grows up. She starts her day off each morning by having breakfast in her school meals program. Scrambled eggs, sausage, whole wheat toast, fruit and milk, all provided for her by her school cafeteria's team. Just like you, Jenny's mom and dad work hard. After a long day at the office, the family dinner is often one of Jenny's favorites, spaghetti with meatballs. But how do you enter this story? Well, to do this, we'll go back before tonight's family dinner, and we'll discuss some important steps along the way. So now, there's you. You come to work at FSIS every day. Whether you're a public health veterinarian, food inspector, consumer safety inspector, import inspector, investigator, enforcement investigations and analysis officer, a scientist, or one of the many food safety professionals supporting operations. But did you know that what you do at your job each day affects Jenny's life? I know, a little dramatic, right? Well, let's just take a look and see. The USDA's Food Safety and Inspection Service has an important mission: to protect the American people from foodborne illness. We call it the farm-to-table continuum. It's how we make sure that meat, poultry, and egg products get from the farm to the nation's plates safely. Veterinarians are there at the beginning, observing and verifying the health status of animals and that they are treated humanely.
Public health veterinarians are critical in keeping food safe. They inspect the animals, whether it's livestock in a holding area or chickens coming into the slaughter plant. This animal should be healthy. They look for symptoms of illness, signs of distress, or ill treatment. If they spot something wrong, the diseased or sick animals are removed before processing. My work as a public health veterinarian prepared me for a new position as a deputy district manager for FSIS.
Food inspectors work inside the meat and poultry slaughter plants. They are among the first line of defense in food safety and identify products that are unfit for consumption.
FSIS food inspectors are trained to identify and remove disease abnormalities on the production line, as well as ensure sanitary dressing requirements are continuously carried out. Carcasses that are abnormal or show disease conditions are removed from the line and may be condemned or set aside for additional testing and evaluation. Every carcass is examined to ensure it is wholesome and safe for human consumption. That's 148 million head of livestock and over 9 billion birds a year.
Consumer safety inspectors work in over 6,000 establishments across the United States, making sure federally inspected establishments comply with federal regulations to keep food safe as meat, poultry, and egg products are being processed.
As a consumer safety inspector, I verify a plant's food safety systems, including hazard analysis and critical control points, sanitation standard operating procedures, and sanitation performance standards. I take action when I see violations of the regulations that firms must follow. I also collect samples of product to send to our laboratories for testing to ensure pathogens and chemical residues do not enter the food supply. I allow products to be marked as USDA inspected and passed when I have determined the products are safe.
Import inspectors are stationed at ports and other points of entry to the United States. Their job is to ensure products imported from other countries are as safe as those produced domestically.
As an import inspector, I look at the shipments of meat, poultry, and egg products that arrive in the U.S. and inspect them to make sure they are safe for consumption. If I find a violation, I immediately take action to prevent the imported product from entering the U.S. food supply.
Once product enters commercial channels, FSIS investigators conduct surveillance and investigation activities of regulated and in-commerce meat, poultry, and processed egg product facilities. They investigate foodborne illness outbreaks. They respond to intentional contamination events, investigate criminal activity, and enforce FSIS's criminal, civil, and administrative sanctions.
When an illness outbreak occurs, our team of investigators works to track down the source to prevent further illness. It's a lot like the work of a police detective. We check clues and follow leads to determine the truth to keep consumers safe.
Another way to keep the public safe is to conduct periodic, in-depth assessments at meat and poultry plants before there's a problem, to make sure they are following federal regulations. This type of evaluation is performed by the Enforcement, Investigations, and Analysis Officers, EIAOs.
As an EIAO, my primary job is to perform food safety assessments, which involve us going into facilities to review their food safety programs. The EIAO supports recalls by performing recall effectiveness checks to ensure that the recalled products have been removed from the shelves and are no longer being sold to the public.
FSIS scientists work to process the food samples they receive from the inspectors to determine if pathogens or other harmful substances are present.
As an FSIS scientist, I work proactively to find better ways of detecting chemical residues and pathogens, and as a result, deter illness. Our labs have cutting-edge technologies, and we're constantly refining our techniques, always with the goal of keeping bad things out of good foods.
Many other food safety professionals provide vital support to operations through policy, budget and finance, data analysis, administration, contract support, human resources, risk evaluations, congressional and public affairs, education, outreach, and information technology. All work to keep FSIS running smoothly and ensuring the farm-to-table continuum produces safe, healthy, and wholesome food to eat. Do you see how what you do every day working for FSIS really does play a key part in keeping food safe and protecting Jenny and all American families? Each and every employee in FSIS impacts the nation's food supply by doing their part to ensure the meat, poultry, and egg products provided for consumers are safe to eat.
So I'm proud of the work that our entire FSIS staff does. The work that we do at FSIS is really important to our country, and our most valuable asset at the agency is our people. All of you play an extremely important role in our overall success and mission to protect the public from foodborne illness. Your job duties impact not only the specific locale you work in, but also the program area, the agency, and ultimately the world. As a team, we work together to impact food safety in many different ways. Nearly 40 years ago, I started my career with FSIS as a food inspector. The agency has grown tremendously since I started working here, but our mission remains the same. When American families sit down at the dinner table, they have safe food to eat, and that's all because of your impact. Thank you for your contributions to FSIS and to food safety.
To learn more about how I impact my world, log on to this website.